So our problem is, well, we're using arrays to multiply fractions. It says Alicia owns 3/4 of a section of land. She plants pumpkins on 2/3 of her land. What fraction of the entire section is planted with Alicia's pumpkins? What do I know? Up here. Yes, ma'am.
She owns 3/4 of the land.
She owns 3/4 of this entire, this is the whole land. She owns 3/4 of it. So what am I going to do?
You're going to split it in fourths.
Cut it in fourths, right? So cut it in half, half again. So I have my fourths, and she owns how much of it?
3/4.
So what am I going to do?
Shade in 3.
Shade in 3. All right? So out of this land, Miss Alicia owns 3/4 of this entire piece of land. Okay? We understand that. Now, she's planting pumpkins on 2/3 of her land. So, what am I going to do now? Yes, ma'am.
Split it in half.
Split in
Thirds.
thirds. All right? I'm going right across. Now, I cut it in thirds. How much of the land is she planting pumpkins on? Yes, sir.
2/3.
2/3. So here's 1/3, and here's 2/3. Okay. This is out of this entire piece of land. She owns 3/4 of it. On her land, 2/3 of her land of the whole thing is gonna have little pumpkins in the little pumpkin patch for Halloween. So I know what, if I'm doing an array, what is each one of these pieces worth? If I'm looking at my length and width here. Yes.
It would be
Well, each piece of spot here is worth what? Well, this is one piece out of how many across? Out of how many total? 4. 1/4. So that's 1/4. That's 1/4. That equals what?
3/4.
3/4. There's her section of land. 3 out of the 4 is her section of land. She's planting her pumpkins on 2/3 of it, right? Mm-hmm. So this part going across is worth how many thirds? Right here. 1/3. And I have another third. And of course this would be another third, and that would be another fourth. But right here, we're only concerned about her little pumpkin patch of the whole farm. Now, remember when we were doing area before, if I had a rectangle, and let's say this is a 3x2 rectangle, I know to find my area, length times width, my area here would be what? Area equals length times width, so it would be area equals 3 times 2. So my area of this little rectangle would be what?
6.
Right? That's of the entire thing. When you learned area before, area of this entire rectangle. We don't want the area of this entire thing. We want the area of just her pumpkin patch of the entire piece of land. So, therefore, my equation, when I'm finding the area, what is it going to be? Yes, ma'am. 3/4 times
1/2
times
2/3.
2/3. And when we do that, we do our ways across, so we know 3 times 2 is?
6.
And then we multiply our numerators, and we multiply our denominators?
12.
12. How many did I shade in here for her little pumpkin patch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of what piece of the whole land? 12. There will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6 pieces out of the entire land given, not just her piece, of the entire farmland. 6/12 is going to be for pumpkins.
Yay.
All right, now we did that a couple times.